Hi, I'm Bart of Bart's Fish Tales, and this is Jewel, my lovely daughter. She's 1.5 years old, and today we're going to make this delicious recipe of Jamie Oliver, which is a oven tray baked salmon with new potatoes and seasonal veggies. So this dish is light, it's nutritious. The potatoes and the beans, soft of structure, give a bit of sweetness to the dish. We have the herbs, we have the lemon, which gives a bit of an acid kick and freshness to the dish. We have, of course, the salmon, crunchy, crispy from the outside and juicy and tender from the inside. So for this dish, guys, I'm using salmon. And why? Because it's a really oily fish. It contains a lot of omega-3s. And this is really good for your kids. And if you buy seafood, if you buy salmon, make sure you buy them coming from a sustainable source. So first preheat your oven on 230 degrees Celsius or 450 on Fahrenheit. Okay, so first thing, we take a big pan and fill it up with some cold water, and I bring it to boil with some salt. And the first job is to clean the potatoes. So we have here some water. Okay. And then we're going to clean them with the brush from the outside. So what I use is like 700 grams of new potatoes. We leave the skin on. Okay, so potatoes. So we have 3 types of beans today. We have the green beans, we have runner beans, the green beans, and we have the yellow French beans. So the first job I'm doing is get rid of the tips. So we start with the runner beans. So I cut off the tops of the runner beans, but you cut it until the side of the bean. You try to get rid of this vein at the outside. But if it's really fresh, it will be difficult to find them. So the better the beans, the less vein you will find. So what I use for this dish, we have like, of all beans, we use like 100 gram. First I start with the runner beans. I slice them around every 4 centimeters. So cut them in these bite-sized pieces. Okay, so we are boiling the potatoes right now. So what you do, you give them like 10-12 minutes until they're nearly done. And as soon as they're nearly done, we're going to add the veggies. So all the veggies, including the potatoes, will be ready at the same time. Okay, so as soon as all the veggies have been properly cooked, we drain them into a colander. So the next step is you just add all these perfectly boiled veggies into an oven tray. So scatter over the peas. So add some butter. Use like 20 grams of butter. Give it like 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Drizzle it over all the beautiful ingredients. So next step, I've got 2 lemons. I'm going to use the zest of 2 lemons. So scatter this in the tray. Okay, next step is the lemon. So what we use is the lemon juice, and use your fingers to catch up the pips. So what I also do is use a bit of the lemon juice to drizzle over the salmon. So now I give it a toss with my hand. It's important that all the ingredients are still warm, so all the flavors are getting properly infused. So next step, I take a handful of basil, fresh basil, and I get rid of the stalks. So I just take the leaves. Nice. Okay, so basil, dill, fresh dill, half of the basil and half of the fresh dill. Now add this to the tray. So now our hero, the salmon, we're going to score the fillet lightly into the skin. A bit of olive oil. So now I use the other half of the fresh herbs and to fill the scores. Now we add the salmon on top of the tray of the beautiful veggies. Look at this. This is so beautiful. So now it's time to have it in the oven. So I'm going to bake this for 10 till 15 minutes. It's a bit depending on the thickness of the fillet of your fish. But make sure the skin is crispy, that the salmon is properly cooked, and the veggies are soft. So I'm now taking out the salmon. It has been cooked 12 minutes. And what you actually see with wild salmon is that the protein is releasing a bit quicker than with farm salmon, which is perfectly okay. So don't worry about that. Okay, guys, this is it. It's so beautiful. It smells perfect. And if your child is younger than you perfectly could mash it up for your family. All the ingredients are soft and tender, so it's really easy to give it a bit of a mesh. But we're going to taste it, you.